All right, guys, so we're going to try to get this done on a budget as best we can. So we'll make some modifications here. Definitely the appliances need to be cleaned. As you can tell, they're pretty dirty. I think what we need is to replace this light fixture with a track light that has 5 or 6 lights on it that we can sort of shine down. What I'd like to do is try to salvage these cabinets. I think what they need mostly is just the hinges to be adjusted or replaced. You can buy these hinges new, okay? It's not a big deal. They're just, in really bad shape. So if we put new hinges on, then this place will not look as bad, right? I'd also like to replace this countertop. We can put a new sink and a new faucet in. So new sink, new faucet, new countertop. To save money as well, rather than putting in an actual vent up there, we'll just put a special charcoal filter in there, which is about $80, but they do the trick. I'd also like to adjust these. Notice how these don't really line up. So we can tweak these hinges so that they look a lot better on these cabinets. Okay, so that's what we'll do to save money. But I do want to invest at least in putting in much nicer handles, because these are not very nice, obviously. I want to have our electrician check these plugs, make sure one of them is GFI protected, if it needs to be. If not, that's great. I had a cool idea too. Instead of spending money on more cabinets and countertops and all that stuff, as much as I love that, we can buy one of those islands at IKEA that they sell and either set it there or maybe just put it right here in the middle of this room. They're really nice. They have like a wood top and a chrome base underneath, and they're super cool to have. And it's just gonna make this kitchen worth a lot more money, because right now, if that's all the counter space you have, that's pretty lame, right? So I think you can pick them up for like $300 or $400, and we could have our contractor throw it together while he's here, and we can have it delivered. So let's look online at IKEA and see what those cost. I noticed most of your screens look okay, except for the one in this bedroom. It's all bent out of shape. So if it can't be realigned, then let's order a new screen for that window. Okay, now this room here, we're gonna just rip out the quarter round and the laminate floors and put in new laminate floors and new quarter round. We're gonna keep the baseboard. This room, same exact thing, no different. See that? Pretty straightforward. And this bedroom, same exact thing. Also, you're gonna wanna make sure you have proper room on these doors. It's sliding, so on all of these doors in these bedrooms, the doors, that one's fine, but just double check them, make sure if they need a little sand at the bottom, you can plane them down a bit, clean that up so they can open and close properly. This room here obviously doesn't need anything. You're good to go. This thing needs a closet rod. I don't know how we would rig that up, but maybe we run a 2x4 across here and then just a closet rod like that. Yeah, you can see this is the smaller bedroom and it already has a closet and a shelf, so that's good. All right. This thing has no power and no light, so we need to look into whether or not the fan is defective or if it just isn't connected to the panel. So either way, we're gonna have to get some quotes from the electrician on that and get that fixed. All right, in the bathroom down here, I'd like to clean this. Or just, you know what, throw it in the garbage and just buy a new cover. You can buy a brand new cover for like 10 bucks. That'll be fine. This is venting outside. I saw outside there is a vent, so that's good. I'd also like to replace this light with a track light, similar to the light that I'm gonna put there, only this one should have like 3 bulbs on it instead of 5, because we can point those into the shower to lighten it up. We need a curtain rod, just a tension rod. We need a shower head. We need some fresh silicone. Maybe, well, the cleaning lady hopefully can address that. We can clean up the silicone around here. We can put a strip of vinyl trim right there. Just cheap, clean that up, put some silicone on it. And this light's not working, so maybe we put a new light fixture here too. Something a little more modern looking with bulbs that actually turn on. And I'll have my electrician test this to make sure that that's working. Also, some of these vents are kind of hanging down weird, so not that one's fine, but this one is, and I'd like something to be done to keep them up better. Maybe just a screw there, I don't know, but I don't like how that looks. I'd like this to be trimmed in better. I don't mind the box, the way that it's done necessarily, but I think we could put some trim on this side, some trim on the front, there, back there. We could throw some little hinges on there, some trim there and some trim there, just so this doesn't look so stupid. Maybe the piece at the top, we just replace it all together because it's all chewed up anyways. Just a thought. This thing here, this door, I'd like to put a little magnet or one of those ball clips with the ball bearing in it. It snaps shut at the top and at the bottom, or maybe just in the middle. Yeah, just do the middle right there. Snap it shut, stick a little handle on there so that it's not sitting open all the time. We also need blinds in all the windows. So that's one, not those little guys, they don't need one. 2, 3, 4 windows need blinds, and that one's also privacy, so that's good. So 4 sets of blinds for these windows. Now we're gonna need a door that goes on here that opens out this way. Okay, it's gonna have to be nothing crazy, but it just needs to be able to lock with a deadbolt and a doorknob. So you're gonna have to reverse the jam set and the hinges, you know, to make this work. Okay, so the door is gonna open this way only when the tenant is home, so he can access his laundry, and then close his door again, lock it, because this little area will be shared. This door here is fine as well. It just also needs a deadbolt. Okay, so we'll rig that up so that it's private. See? And then this will be a shared laundry room. I'd like to put a track light up here. I'm upstairs right now. Since we're here anyway, let's put a track light in up here with about 5 lights on it as well, just to showcase this kitchen a lot better than it currently is. We need a shower curtain upstairs for this. Just a tension rod with a cheap clear curtain will do the trick. And then one of these little spring-loaded toilet paper things. Okay, and the electrician, we need to check that, make sure it's working, please. Sorry, not that it's working, make sure it's a GFI. And same with here. I want to make sure we have a GFI properly set up over here. Okay? All right. I don't know what's going on with the screen door. We'll put a big question mark beside that. I think we should put another handrail. It doesn't need to be fancy. It can just mirror this thing on this side. And we'll just run it down here so that we can have the proper handrails. Now this is actually the driveway, the second driveway for this property. So we have 2 driveways. So this will be the driveway. Well, who cares who it's for? Actually, it does matter. Never mind. I'm thinking out loud here that this should be for the upstairs because it's the most convenient, and that should be the driveway for the downstairs because it connects. But you know what? Screw that. Let's play that by ear and see how it goes, because the upstairs also uses the backyard. So the upstairs might not like that the other person's car is in the way. So maybe it's downstairs and upstairs, or vice versa. Who cares? So to fix that so that it's universal, we need to cut out like a 2.5 foot wide path to connect the 2 driveways. All right, you're gonna have to dig down 4 or 5 inches, put some screening in, and lay some patio stones on there. Okay, and if we can, I think we should get a load of gravel, just maybe a truckload of gravel, not a truckload, but you know, a couple yards of gravel, spread it out, cover the grass, and make this look more like a driveway. Okay, and I think that's it. Obviously, this job includes taking whatever is ripped out and taking it to the dump. So whatever demo is done from the laminate floors, etc., needs to be brought to the dump. Okay.